Hi everyone, it's Venus. Welcome to my channel. And Mr. Mars and I saw Oppenheimer this week. Yeah, it premiered last week, but premiered on Friday. And we left Saturday morning for a little mini vacay in Biloxi, Mississippi. And so we didn't get to see it. And then today I went with another Venus friend and we saw Disney's Haunted Mansion. So let's talk about them. Well, I'll start with Oppenheimer because I saw that first. And Mr. Mars gave it an A, he said. So that's definitely a thumbs up. And I'll give it a thumbs up as well. It is a long movie. It's 3 hours. So get your snacks and drinks and go to the bathroom before because, yeah, there were a lot of people who had to get up during it. One of the weird things about it is it had a lot of lines that were kind of humorous. And I found myself, I giggled a couple times and people around me, but not everybody. It's not really a funny movie, but it has a lot of lines that will catch you and you go, oh, kind of thing. So it is a movie about, let's see, what did they say about it? They mostly talk about the people who are in it and stuff, but they describe it as a pulse pounding paradox, about a man who has to risk destroying the world in order to save it. And, if you're going to this movie, you probably know who Oppenheimer is. The man behind the Manhattan Project and building the bombs that were dropped on Japan in World War II, that basically ended World War II. That's what it's about. And the first third of the movie, well, I don't know if it's a third, maybe a quarter, I don't know what percentage. But anyway, the first part of the movie really is sort of a build-up, kind of a, introduction of people. It's a set the stage. That's probably a better way to put it than an introduction of people. It's kind of a set the stage. And those can lose you, and I thought we was going to lose Jerry there for a little bit. And then it goes over into the whole bomb part, getting this bomb built and, arms race kind of thing. And then the last portion of it is really post-bomb and the fallout, pardon the pun, of, politics and media and life. And so it's almost like 3 separate stories. And on top of that, there's so many characters that I had a really hard time keeping up with who was who as far as their name and who that was. And plus it flashes back and forth to different times. There's this hearing that goes on. There's, when he's teaching in a school. There's when he's in Los Alamos. There's, and then the current hearing, there's another hearing, it kind of goes back and forth between black and white and color, which kind of helps a little. But you have to really pay attention. It's a hard movie to follow. I have to say, I enjoyed the movie. I thought it was really, really well done and well acted. But did I follow every part of it? No. It did lose me a few times now. Who was that? Even driving home, I'm like, well, I don't want to say anything because I don't want to give anything away. But, I'm saying, well, was this guy the one that did this? Kind of thing. And Jerry's like, I'm not sure. I'm like, is that the same guy? I don't know. Yeah, there's a line in there that I thought was pretty funny that Oppenheimer had been in Germany at one time, and because I guess that's where all the great physicists were at one time, the mecca of physicists. And then he sees this German, they said, well, they're bringing somebody else in, and the army guys walk in with this physicist from Germany, and they go, but they introduced him as being British. And they go, you're British now? Or how long have you been British? They said, or you're British? And he goes, yeah, since Hitler told me I wasn't German. Oh, he was Jewish. Did I say that part? Yeah. He said, yeah, since Hitler said I'm not German. It was a funny line. And, and then later when they talk about somebody British, I'm like, is it that guy or is it a different British guy? So anyway, it's a good movie. Pay close attention and be sure you make a restroom stop before you go in there because it is 3 hours long. Do you have to rush out and see it? No. Does it have to be on the big screen? Probably not. I think if you just waited and watched it on Netflix or something, I think it would be just as enjoyable. I can't think of anything that made it better might make it better on the big screen. Maybe the explosion in the tests or something, but that's probably about it. But Anyway, all right, so then today we saw Haunted Mansion, which is a Disney film, and I'm going to pull up what it says about that. Okay, it says it's inspired by the classic theme park attraction, Haunted Mansion. It's about a woman and her son who enlist a motley crew of so-called spiritual experts to help rid their home of supernatural squatters. Yeah, that says it. That's a pretty succinct way to say it. Lots of good actors in it. It has people I don't know, or the main actors, but it has Owen Wilson. It has Jamie Lee Curtis. It has Danny DeVito. Boy, there are other names in there that I know I just can't think of at the moment. But the main woman, her child, the medium, and then the main guy. I'm not familiar with them. I don't know a lot of newer actors and stuff. My mom was so good at keeping up with actors and actresses and all that, and I am not that good at it. I only know if I've seen them repeatedly, like Owen Wilson, you know. But anyway, it was enjoyable, and the person I went with, she liked it, and it scared her a couple times. I didn't find it to be a scary movie. It's one of those funny, scary movies. It's not a horror movie, so it's not like that. And there were lots of young kids in there. Oh, I forgot to check the rating. I was going to check that. I was surprised when I saw the kids because I just assumed that it might have just a little... Oh, it's PG-13. There were kids in there that weren't 13 today. I'm sure of it. Oh, well. That's their parents' thing. Now, I do have to tell you, when I tell you about the movie, that the guy who sat next to me talked the whole time until he fell asleep. So, but I don't see how he fell asleep in that movie because it had me engaged the whole time. Yeah, I would give it a thumbs up, and so would she. It is entertaining. Is it the best movie I've ever seen? No, it's not like, going to come up for an Academy Award or anything. Well, who knows, maybe in special effects or something. But yeah, but it was definitely had the feel and quality of a Disney movie to me. And she was shocked that it was Disney just because of because of being a scary movie. But, they do have that haunted house. It starts out in New Orleans. So, that I used to live there as a child. So that had me right there. It caught me right there with New Orleans. And then it went on to other places in Louisiana or Mississippi. I'm not sure which, where they went to some big old houses. And anyway, I'm not going to tell too much about it. But anyway, so it really had me with, that kind of thing. But yeah, it was entertaining. It was definitely entertaining, and there were lots of funny parts, and a couple little sad parts, not too terribly bad, but a little bit sad. Yeah, it was good. Should you rush out and see it? I think I'm kind of glad I did see it on the big screen. I'm sure that it's just as good if you watched it on a screen, say the size of your television at home. I don't know if I think watching on my laptop, like through Hulu or something might take away. I have Disney Plus, that's right. Might take away a little. I don't know. I think I'd rather see. I'm glad I saw it on the big screen. Let's put it that way. So if you plan on seeing it, maybe you want to do it that way. But yeah, so yeah, it was well done. I thought the acting was pretty good in it. It wasn't phenomenal acting like in Oppenheimer. That's Academy Award winning type of acting, but this was very entertaining, and yeah, costumes were cool, and yeah, it was a nice movie to watch. So yeah, so I'm going to say thumbs up for both the movies, from Venus and Mars and Venus and Venus. I'd say both of these movies are worth watching. Haunted Mansion isn't exactly a masterpiece kind of movie, but it's certainly the kind that you can enjoy. Oppenheimer, on the other hand, I expect to see it up for Academy Awards. Anyway, thanks for watching my channel. I hope if you enjoyed this video that you will give it a thumbs up, and I do hope if you don't subscribe to the channel already that you will do so. And if you do subscribe to the channel, thank you. I appreciate your support. Bye-bye.